Hello, welcome to the webinar today. Today is September 28th, and we're doing a question and answer session for our Pronunciation Pro students. So Pronunciation Pro starts with a 12-week program and leads into an alumni program that helps you build all the skills necessary to be able to speak with an American accent and be able to speak clearly and with confidence. And that's the goal here, is to be clear in your pronunciation so that others will easily understand you and that you can feel confident in knowing that your communication with others, especially native speakers, is going to be successful, and that that communication won't be a barrier for you, even though English is your second language. Okay, so we've been, the Pronunciation Pro course has been around for several years. I think we started in 2011, 2012, around then. And we've seen hundreds of students go through the program and be very, very successful. And we're very excited about what you have all accomplished through this program. So that's the exciting part. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll do a little introduction here, and then we'll jump right into the question and answers. And I can see in the questions box, many of you are already asking questions, which I welcome. So definitely write your questions in there, and I just kind of go down the list. When it comes to your question, I will unmute you, and so that you can, so that we can talk about your question, and I can give you specific feedback. Okay, so first is a little introduction here. With the Pronunciation Pro course, you'll notice that we break it down into the sounds of English and the rhythm of English. Okay, what I think of as far as the difference between the two, the sounds of English are kind of a more of an exact science. Okay, there's a science to the way we pronounce words. There's specific mouth movements that we make. There's positions that your mouth needs to be in to produce the correct English sounds. So that's a very much what's the airflow, what's the mouth position, what do your muscles in your mouth need, where do the muscles in your mouth need to go to produce those sounds. So, and then it's about repetition, really making sure that you can get that your mouth into place every time that sound is produced. So quite a bit of just kind of hard science there. It's just do this and you'll get this result. The second part of that is English rhythm. Okay, English rhythm, I compare more to the music of English. So compared to science, music is a little bit more free-flowing. There's not an exactness to it. It's more of a feeling and being able to hear that music of the language. Now, there are specific rules and structure that we teach within the Pronunciation Pro course. As many of you know, there's the word stress and sentence stress and linking and pausing and chunking and kind of how that rhythm is structured. But then there's also a matter of let's listen, let's get that feel of that rhythm and practice the feel of that rhythm, so that you can get some of those smaller nuances of American English rhythm in place. And depending on your first language, that can be very difficult or pretty easy. I think with some languages, it's pretty close to English rhythm, and in some language, it's pretty far. The differences are quite big. So we go into both of these and work on both sides of these. Usually, what happens is I see my students kind of master the English sounds of the English sounds and being able to get the mouth in the right place, and then it takes more time to really be able to develop that rhythm. So that's what kind of continues to be. There's usually always room for improvement when it comes to the rhythm. And that's for native speakers as well. There are quite a few native speakers who might speak in a very monotone tone, and all they they just kind of talk with the same tone, and it's quite boring to listen to, and it's just not very appealing. Okay, so even native speakers can get caught in not really using the rhythm effectively. But research has shown that as you vary your voice and you emphasize certain ideas, especially public speakers, really good public speakers are going to understand this concept of when you emphasize things and you stress things and you pause appropriately, and you use that range of your voice, that your audience will be more attentive and you'll get the response that you need from the audience. So that is an ongoing process of really how do you use that rhythm of English to capture your audience and to really guide them in that communication, in the way that you want to communicate with them. Okay. All right. So just a small introduction. My name is Annie Rudin, and I'm a speech-language pathologist and specialize in accent reduction and American English pronunciation. These are my two oldest. I have 3 boys and a 4th boy on the way. We are expecting our 4th in November, so just a couple months away. This was just a recent, sometimes I just put a recent picture in place, but these are actually my husband's parents that came to visit and had lunch with my kids at their school. So kind of a fun little picture there. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So Azarato, I see you here. So Azarato was asking about the R sound. So Azarato, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So you were asking about the R vowel and needing to kind of practice, and this is a great setting for being able to practice that sound so that you can get some feedback. So let's jump into, I'm going to go ahead and open up my workbook.
Okay.
So that we can kind of go over some of these R sounds together.
Okay.
Okay, so the other R's, so you've gone through the R lessons, I'm guessing, so the week 4, and the initial R and the R blends, how are those feeling for you?
I think they're good.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oops, hold on, the audio cut out a bit on you. Let me make sure. Okay. All right, so the R vowel, I'm going to leave you unmuted, Azarato, in case you are able to come back. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
You there?
Yep.
Okay,
yeah.
good. All right, good. So, so it's mostly the R vowels that you're struggling with. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so let's go through these R vowels, and I'm going to have you go across the chart here,
yes.
so I can hear
okay.
the different R vowels. Okay, go ahead.
Hair, hard, hair, horse, here.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay, so do her hair.
Hair.
Mm-hmm. Her hair.
Hair.
Okay.
Hair.
Yeah. Okay. So let me have, I'm going to kind of bring it back here to just a paragraph with some of there's going to be R vowels in here as well.
Okay.
So read this paragraph for me. Bringing friends and family together.
Bringing friends and family together for the holiday is stressful. Cleaning the house from top to bottom is not easy, nor is shopping for groceries or presents through the crowds. I probably grow at least 3 to 6 gray hairs every year just from the stress of the holiday season. Yet, however crazy it is, having friends and family over for the holiday is great and worth the effort.
Okay, Great. Okay, so one thing that I'm hearing that's really nice is when, you know, in those other positions, you're right. The other positions, you're kind of getting that tongue back just
Yeah.
fine. You're pulling it back. It's a nice, clear R sound. With the R vowels, it's almost like it's getting back there, but not as strong of an as an R pronunciation. So
Yeah.
the trick is being able to pull it back more. So like four, say that for me, four.
4.
Yes.
4.
Yeah, so it's that trick of getting that R back. So let's go ahead and do a little exercise. This is something I like to do, especially when it's at the end of a word. Is if you couple it with another sound, lead right into a sound that you know. So like for rent, for rent.
For rent. For rent.
See how you're able to get that R back there really strong?
Yeah.
For it. So for rent, for.
For rent, for.
Okay.
For rent, for.
For rent, for free. Do that for me.
For rent, for free.
Okay, so better when you can kind of move right into the next word.
Yeah.
For rent, for free.
Rent for free.
Ah, there we go. That was a good strong R. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, see how that kind of works? That works there?
Yeah.
So hair, hair rush. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
Hair rush.
Hair rush.
Yeah, there you go. Hair rush.
Hair rush.
Hair rush. Hair. So then do hair rush hair.
Hair rush hair.
Okay, much better R there. Okay, so when you're practicing the R vowels, put, especially when the R vowel is at the end, put another R after it. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So let's practice some of those. And sometimes it gets tricky when it's not at the end of the word. So start. Let's hear some of these. Start.
Start.
Okay, so we want to make sure here. Car race. Let's do that. Car race.
Car race.
Okay. So what I would probably do, because you do a beautiful job, you know, as you couple it. So I would say, I would go through these practice words and anything with the R at the end. Car race, war race. I mean, you can use the same, you know, second word on on any of them. Car race, war race, dinner race, care race, ear race, and kind of get stronger with that. And as your tongue gets stronger with that, then you're going to be able to get them in the middle of the word much easier.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go through the paragraph. I hope the car will start in this cold weather.
I hope the car will start in this cold weather.
Weather. Do that again. Weather.
Weather.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So weather. So weather race. Do that for me. Weather race.
Weather race.
There you go.
Weather race. So
spend a little bit of time. I'd say spend a few days of just picking out all of the R's that have the R at the end. And couple it with a R at the end, R at the, you know, at the beginning of the next word, and it will just train your mouth. Because again, your mouth is a muscle, right? You're made up of all these muscles, so that you're training your muscles to get back in that position. So deer race, deer. The deer will, you know, enjoyed our garden. So kind of prep your mouth, you know, in advance with coupling it with another R word. And then move into the sentence and practice it. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. That's a really good strategy for all of you with the R's. So perfect. Thank you,
thank you.
Ratu. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Does anybody else want to try this? Try this with the R's. Is anybody else struggling with the R's? If so, go ahead and raise your hand. There's a raise hand icon. Go ahead and raise your hand and we'll go through this. All right, Jing. Okay, it looks like your microphone might not be connected.
Hello.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Good. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, Annie.
Hello. Good to have you.
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so you're having a hard time with the R sound?
Oh, yes, very clearly.
Okay, so have you made it to the week 4 of the program yet?
Wait.
Have you studied week 4 of the Pronunciation Pro course yet? Have you gotten into the R sound yet?
Oh, no, I have studied second week.
Oh, okay. So not quite onto the R sound. So that gives me an idea of kind of how to start. Okay, so let's have you read this paragraph, the river that runs near the old road, and it will just help me hear what you're doing with the R's.
Okay. The river that runs near the old road has gotten dry for summer. We wait for the autumn rains to fill the river deep.
Okay, keep going. Oops, the audio might have cut. Again, let's see. Okay, so I can't hear you, Jing. I'm going to leave you unmuted just in case you're able to come back. But one thing that I'm noticing just right now with those couple of sentences is that you're kind of the same as Aratu, so that you're doing the R, initial R, and the R blend very well. You're getting that nice R back, strong R back. It's more the R vowels. So as you go through, I want you to do exactly what we just went over and couple the ending R with a beginning R. So car, race, weather, race, and make sure that that ending R, those vocalic R's, are just as strong as your initial and R blend. So this is a very common thing for many students, is to have that R vowel be the one that is most difficult. So that strategy will help. All right, Jing, I think you're back. Jing?
Hello.
Hi, so your audio cut out for just a minute. Were you able to hear what I just said?
Oh, okay.
So,
car race.
Yeah,
car
there you
race.
Go. Now do weather race.
Weather race.
Yes. Okay, so you're getting a really strong R in your initial position when the R is at the beginning of the word. You're getting a very strong R in the R blends when there's a consonant and then an R sound. So it's just the vocalic R to practice, and just like we were talking about before, when you say car race, it gets that R in position.
Okay,
sure.
Okay.
So that's what you'll want to do as well, is kind of go through, when you go through the vocalic R's, do car race, war race, dinner race. And then as you practice that, your R will get strong enough to be able to, say them in other positions.
Oh, yes, I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep, that R, your R is sounding really good. It's just getting that fine-tuned on the R vowel. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Great. All right, Nalu. Nalu, you there?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I am here. Hi, I'm happy to be here.
Oh, good. I'm glad to have you here. Okay, so tell me, is it the R, all the R's that you are struggling with, or is it more just the R vowel?
More the R-vowel.
Okay. All right, let's have you, I'm actually going to have you read this bringing friends and family together paragraph. Let me hear you.
Bringing friends and family together for the holidays is stressful. Cleaning the house from top to bottom is not easy, nor is shopping for groceries or presents through the crowds. I probably grow at least 3 to 6 gray hairs every year just from the stress of the holiday season. Yet, whatever crazy it is, having friends and families over for the holidays is great and worth the effort.
Okay. Okay, so here's my feedback with the R's for you. You're actually doing a really good job. Actually, the R vowel is sounding pretty good. I really like the R vowels because you're getting it back and you're getting it smoothed out. Here's the difference between what we've been working on previously, because previously it's been more, the problem has been more that the R is being kind of reduced to a vowel, like full instead of for. With you, what I'm hearing is a rolled R, for, from, where the tongue is coming up and tapping the roof of the mouth. And so you're about half of the time you have that smoothed out R, and half the time you're kind of rolling the R. Okay. So what you'll want to really practice, and it's going to be more in actually the R blends, is just smoothing it out. So bringing friends, do that for me.
Bringing friends.
Okay, so I'm still hearing a little bit of an R, a roll. Brr, brr.
Brr. Bringing friends.
Okay, and do fur, friends.
Fur, friends.
There it is. That's a nice the smooth R that I want. So what's going to happen is you're going to have to slow it down quite a bit, because when you slow it down, you're able to get that smooth R. When you start going faster, that tongue just goes whoop and is trying to pop up there to roll. Okay. So kind of go a little bit slower through that first paragraph, and let's see if we can get all of those R's to kind of smooth out.
Bringing friends and family together for the holidays is stressful.
Okay, start that one. Stressful.
Stressful.
Okay, do it again. Stressful. Stir.
Stressful.
There it is. Okay, do you hear the roll? When I stopped you on that, did you hear that you're rolling it or no? Okay.
I did. Thank you.
Okay, so we want to make sure that you're hearing that, because then that's the only way for you to correct it, is if you kind of hear it. Okay, so do that first sentence again.
Bringing friends and family together for the holidays is stressful.
Okay, do that one. Try that one again. Stressful.
Stressful.
There you go. Okay, good.
Stressful.
Okay, do the next sentence, yeah.
Cleaning the house from top to bottom.
Start that one again. From
top to bottom, it's not easy, nor it's shopping for groceries or presents.
Okay, do groceries again.
Groceries.
Okay, slow it down and stretch it out. Groceries.
Groceries. Groceries or presents through the crowns.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's where you need to focus now, okay? Is slow it down and kind of stretch out that beginning so that your mouth, because when you do it fast, your tongue's going to just go into what it's used to doing, which is kind of trilling that R or rolling that R. But as you go slowly and kind of stretch out that sound, groceries, then it's going to retrain your tongue to smooth out. And so as you're going through the R blends, and you'll want to just go through the word practice, stretch it out, go through those several times, go into the sentences, go slowly and stretch it out. And then as you're able to do that consistently without the rolled R, then you start speeding up, okay? Then you kind of say, okay, let's see if I can go a little faster and still keep the control of that tongue. And then you kind of work your way up, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay. All right, let's see. Francis, ooh, looks like this is kind of a hot topic here. Francis, Martin, you here?
Yeah, I
Okay,
hear you.
excellent. How are you?
I'm doing good. The the weather here is already cold here in Minnesota.
Oh, in Minnesota, yes, that's a cold part of the country.
Yeah,
Um, here in
it's
Arizona, it is always pretty much always hot. So we
yeah,
have,
our weather is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit now.
oh goodness. Yep, you've already started. Um, okay, good. So the R's, are you feeling like the R's are a trick for you?
Um, I will try to. I don't have problem with R, but I just try it.
Okay.
I just wanna hear your feedback, the
Yep.
way I speak R.
Okay, so I'm going to have you read this paragraph. I hope the car will start.
I hope the car will start in this cold weather. I have been tardy 4 times now in 2 weeks. I really had to be at work on time, especially today. My boss is starting standard evaluations of all employees. I'm nervous that my boss will think I'm a bad worker and fire me. This Thursday, my neighbor Mark will look at the car. I hope he can repair it so I don't have to keep being tardy to work.
Okay, good. All right, so the R's are sounding good to me. You have a nice strong R. It's smoothed out. It's getting into position there. One thing from Minnesota is that kind of the Minnesota accent is actually has to do with the R's. So
I'm just new here in the US like 2 years, so
okay, well, good. You're
yeah,
you're very advanced in your pronunciation. So where are you from?
Philippines.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, you're doing great then. Okay, so here's some feedback. Pay attention to the TH sounds as you're going through. Make sure those are consistently in position because those TH sounds, you're doing them for the most part right, but I heard a couple of errors, in the position for the TH. So make sure you're getting that TH sound, and then just concentrating on vowels and rhythm. And I don't know how much you're, really focusing on certain sounds that are usually a problem, maybe in conversation, that here you are doing correctly. But I'd say vowels, TH, and then just working on that rhythm. Because you're more advanced and getting a lot of these sounds correct, then it moves into, okay, how can I use the rhythm even better? Okay?
Thanks,
Okay.
Annie.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, Artem, are you there? Artem?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi. Yep, I can. Well, good. Okay, so what is it the R's that you're concerned about?
Um, Not at all.
Okay.
Overall, I don't have a problem with R, but sometimes I have a role in R because I'm from Ukraine. We
Okay.
have a role. Yeah.
Yes, that sneaks out sometimes, huh? All right. Okay, so let me have you read and I can give you some feedback there.
Okay. Bringing friends and family together for the holidays is stressful. Cleaning the house from top to bottom is not easy, nor is shopping for groceries or presents through the crowds. I probably grow at least 3-6 gray hairs every year just from the stress of the holiday season. Yet, however crazy it is, having friends and family over for the holidays is great and worth the effort.
Effort. Good. Good. Okay, excellent. Are you in the US then?
No?
You're not. Okay. Well, I would say your pronunciation is definitely at a higher level. I'm hearing a lot of really good things. Are there certain sounds that you've had to work on and get nice and clear? Or nice,
Okay.
are there certain sounds that you felt like, oh, this is a challenge for me in conversation?
For example?
So like the TH sound, sometimes
Okay.
people have had to work on that. Has that something you've had to work on, or is that something that
Okay.
comes naturally to you? So I'm just trying to get an idea of what you've kind of done in the past to prepare for what you're doing right now and what you're kind of working on right now.
I'm a programmer, so
Okay.
I'm working with colleagues from Canada.
Okay. Okay. Do you
That's
have a
why.
lot of speaking interactions with them
Yeah.
throughout the day? Okay.
Not a lot, but every day I have some sort of half an hour of meeting.
Okay. And when you're meeting with them, do you feel like the communication you're able to get a pretty clear, they understand what you're saying and vice versa?
I think so, but when I speak faster,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I forget about correct pronunciation. I
Okay.
can pronounce like a rolling R or TH like the.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Okay, good. So as you go through the course, where are you in the program? What week of the program are
right
you in?
now I'm on third week.
Third week. Okay, good. So going through the program and kind of understanding the rules and understanding how things work, because you're doing a lot of good things. You're doing a lot of things correct. So as you
Thank you.
go through the program and you're seeing the rules and you're understanding the rules, it'll just reinforce what you're doing already.
Yeah.
And just say, okay, I kind of naturally picked that up, but now I know that that's a rule and that's that's
Yeah,
how
and
we're
a
doing.
lot of new things like dark L, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So it's new for me.
Okay, yeah, yeah, and some of those are more advanced skills because the dark L, I usually say, okay, you can kind of choose whether to do it or not. It's not going to hugely affect your pronunciation, but when you're at a more advanced level, those are the kind
Yeah.
of things we start working on. So that's good. And then rhythm. It's all kind of that rhythm and feeling that rhythm. And as you go through the course, you'll get, you seem to naturally be picking up on things anyway. So just tune into that rhythm and how are they raising and lowering their intonation and pausing and things like that. Okay.
Actually, I'm concerned about intonation and rhythm because I think I have some problem with it.
Yeah, so weeks 3 on, we always incorporate some aspect of rhythm into the lessons. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Thank
All
you.
right, wonderful, Artem. Okay, good. Let me kind of get a feel for. I see the hands here, and we can keep doing this. This is great to kind of um, go through and just address some of the questions that you have there. Let me kind of just look through real quick on the written questions, and we can kind of mix in some of those. Okay, let's see. Victor, I'm going to unmute you real quick. Victor, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
I'm
So
enjoying yeah.
you're enjoying the what? Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm enjoying the pro lessons,
Oh,
the
good.
pronunciation proficiency lessons.
Good. And
Yeah.
what week of the program are you in right now?
It's just the first week, but
Oh, good.
I'll today or tomorrow register for the pronunciation pro. Is it the plus or something like that? Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, the Plus
Yeah.
program is great because you get to submit those weekly assignments and get that
Yes.
personalized
Yes.
feedback. So, yes, I definitely recommend that Plus package. That's a good
Yes.
way to work. Well, good. Okay, so it seems you had, let me make sure. Okay, so you were wondering about pronouncing bathe. Sometimes you get that bathe sound instead of bathe.
Yes. I
Okay,
like bathe. Yeah.
okay, so that gets in the TH sound, which you'll get into next week with the week 2 of the program. You'll talk about the TH sound, but that's the voiced TH. So we have the voiced and the voiceless TH. So we have things like the voiceless is going to be think, and voiced is going to be like that. So I want to hear those two. think.
Think.
And
That.
that.
Yes.
Do that second one again.
That.
Okay, so I'm hearing that your mouth is kind of in the right position for those, where your tongue is between your teeth. The, right?
Yeah.
That, and think. So to get that voice th at the end of the word, you have to make sure that your tongue's in the same position. Bathe.
Bathe.
Okay, do it again. Bathe.
Bathe. So how do I place my tongue?
So what's happening when you're saying bathe, like you were saying, sometimes I say bathe instead of bathe. What's happening, and if you can see my webcam, the tongue is going behind your teeth for the D sound, bathe, but with the TH sound, if you want to get bathe, it has to come between. Bathe.
Bathe.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's the only difference there. Bathe. Because they're both voiced. Da and the are both voiced. It's just a matter of getting your tongue in the right position.
So why, now that they are both voiced, why can't we pronounce them like voiced? That's the issue. So
they're both voiced, meaning your vocal cords are on. You're getting that vibration in your throat, but the mouth position has to be different to get the different sounds.
Okay, so the other one is bathe.
Bathe. And get that vibration. Bathe.
Bathe. Okay. And the other one, B-A-D, is?